Colonel Rhodes? How long have you been in here?
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for every MCU question answered in Secret Invasion.
Well, who in the hell isn't a Skrull these days?
For this list, we're looking at the connected universe mysteries that were solved thanks to the show. If you haven't watched every episode of Secret Invasion, beware of spoilers ahead. Which mystery are you waiting for the MCU to solve? Let us know in the comments below. Hey Mojoholics! For a chance to win cash prizes, play our live daily trivia challenges every day at 3 p.m. and 8 p.m. Eastern only at WatchMojo.com/play. How long has Fury been off-world? Although the S.H.I.E.L.D. leader was billed as a main character of Spider-Man Far From Home, it turns out that he wasn't technically around for any of the film's events.
Your lack of contact over the past few years sent a pretty clear message.
Meaning?
A memorable post-credits scene revealed that Talos had been impersonating Fury during the Webhead's tale. Meanwhile, the real spy was sitting comfortably in space.
It really kind of went off the rails, and so we need you to come back, because everyone kept asking me where the Avengers are, and I don't know what to say to that, so you're lucky that's why.
This prompted fans to wonder how long Fury has been up there. Some even speculated that he's been in space since the events of Age of Ultron because he was eating toast in a shape he doesn't normally tolerate.
Name a detail so bizarre a Skrull could never fabricate it.
Toast is cut diagonally, I can't eat it.
However, Fury's space time frame was a bit shorter than we believed. Several characters confirmed that he left the atmosphere once he returned from the blip. This seems to suggest that he got out of orbit after attending Tony Stark's funeral in Endgame. While this time frame doesn't necessarily mean that Talos has never impersonated Fury, we're sure the spy was gone for just a few years.
Your boots barely hit Earth. And oh, it's too heavy here, man. I gotta go up to my space station. You've been up there for years!
Is the current president a potential Hulk? According to early reports, Thaddeus Thunderbolt Ross will have gone from being a general to the President of the United States by the time Captain America Brave New World drops. As comic fans know, the military man becomes the Red Hulk in several universes.
As General Thunderbolt Ross, I made a whole career out of beating on greed monsters for the good old U.S. Army. Finally, I decided to fight fire with fire and Hulkatized myself.
This drove us to wonder if we'd see the president Hulk out after hearing about a Skrull invasion in the show. Our concerns were officially put to rest when President Ritson strolled onto the scene.
Welcome to England, Mr. President.
Rhodes.
Hope you had a restful flight.
Most important negotiation since the Cuban Missile Crisis. Yeah, I slept like a baby.
Since the POTUS was injured during an attack, we thought he'd be wary about seeking re-election. But the finale reveals that Ritson has launched a blanket war against both innocent and guilty Skrulls. If Fury's guess is correct, the president's hateful initiative will doom his political career.
You took a bad situation and made it worse. That's real one-term president stuff.
Did Carol find a home for the Skrulls?
This is the promise. While you work to keep my home safe, Carol Danvers and I will find you a new one.
This heartbreaking question is the cause of the main conflict throughout the series. Back in Captain Marvel, the lead heroine made it her mission to find the Skrulls a new home. But when that mission failed to yield results, a group of the shape-shifting aliens returned to Earth. They served as spies for years with the promise that their espionage achievements would be rewarded. Unfortunately, neither Fury nor Carol was able to find a new place for the alien refugees to settle. Legions of Skrulls ended up sneaking onto Earth to find refuge.
Who's here? All of us. Wait. You're telling me there's 1 million Skrulls walking amongst us right now?
Although the majority were peaceful, the disenchanted alien Gravik was able to mobilize any frustrated aliens. His new contingent became a sinister group willing to harm innocent humans. In the end, a broken promise between heroes and Skrulls caused the loss of many lives.
I think it's a war. I think it's a war.
Does Fury have his own family?
And what did you want?
To call myself beloved.
For years, it seemed like Nick Fury never had time to tie the knot. It looked like he was way too busy commanding helicarriers and dealing with Avengers to maintain a stable relationship. and any references to him having a wife were played off as jokes or subtle turns of phrase.
My wife kicked me out.
Didn't know you were married.
A lot of things you don't know about me.
But despite Fury's busy schedule and lack of romantic scenes, he has been a taken man for a while. The second episode confirmed that he is married to a Skrull. And just like Hawkeye before him, it's revealed that Fury lives with his wife Vara in a place no one knows about. Even one of his closest allies was stunned to hear that his marriage had so many layers.
Priscilla and I honeymooned here. Skrulls like the cold.
We had a feeling he wasn't one to kiss and tell. However, this relationship reveal gave us an unexpected answer to a long-standing Fury query. What happened to that big frost beast? We weren't expecting a funny Marvel question to get such a dark answer in Secret Invasion. Back in Thor: The Dark World, the Asgardian came face-to-face with a frost beast when he was accidentally teleported to Jotunheim. Shortly after their meeting, the creature ends up being transported to Earth. The Frost Beast was last seen chasing a few birds around in a brief post-credit scene. While we don't know what food kept it alive in the past, we do know its dark fate. When Gaia is looking through restricted files, she sees that icy DNA was extracted from a very dead-looking Frost Beast. We also learn that a piece of Groot and the hand that Cull Obsidian lost were collected too.
Whoa! Ugh. Wong, you're invited to my wedding.
Although Fury made sure to collect Avenger DNA samples, he should have made sure to get all the organic pieces of every villain too. We do not want to see a future where a Skrull can take Ego's DNA and become a deadly blob creature. How will the Super Skrull appear now and in the future?
You're flailing. You're weak.
Fans were initially surprised to see that there was going to be a Super Skrull in this series at all. In most adaptations, the alien warrior gets their powers from the Fantastic Four. But since the superhero team is still years away in the MCU, the show took a clever shortcut. Both Gravik and Gaia use DNA from heroes like the Hulk and villains like Thanos to enhance their strength. Their tense clash ensured that only one Super Skrull would be left standing. In the end, Gaia emerged victorious with a fitting Captain Marvel-like blast.
You're just like your father. Just like them.
Since the surviving Super Skrull operates more like an anti-hero, she may clash with other Avengers in the future. Gaia could emerge as one of the MCU's greatest champions, if none of her allies mess with her people.
Unless you have an army crammed in the back of that car, I advise you to go back the way you came.
Oh, I haven't come for a fight, Gaia. With your special abilities, it would be a lopsided affair.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Are any of the Avengers Skrulls?
You must be out of your Skrull-ass mind. You think I'm gonna let you get anywhere near the president?
Well, in order to out me, Nick, you're gonna have to kill me.
Since the storyline that inspired this series was full of heroes being revealed as shapeshifters, we were bracing ourselves to see the same thing play out in the series. In the end, we can definitely confirm that 2 heroes were taken. The first episode didn't hesitate to reveal that Everett Ross had been grabbed and replaced at some point. However, the bigger shock was that the reliable Rhodey was a Skrull throughout the entire series. These reveals naturally led us to wonder how long the heroes had been in captivity. While it appears that Ross was captured fairly recently, the show implies Rhodey has been under for quite some time.
Whoa, Colonel Rhodes, I've got you. You've been held hostage for a long time.
When the real Colonel is rescued, he's wearing a hospital gown. Rhodey was notably seen wearing one after his severe fall in Civil War. That means a Skrull could have snatched him before the movie ended. While we don't have solid confirmation yet, there's one thing we know for sure. Since the Skrulls were revealed to have replaced a lot more people, more Avengers could be revealed as shapeshifters in the future.
What the hell is all this?
This is how the enemy got so good.
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.